Hi, everybody. Sorry that I'm late. I had to go and make dinner real quick. Yes, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Also, you can see my dog over here because he knows that there's food. There is, in fact, food on my desk, and he really wants some of it. All it is just a big old thing of meatballs. But yes, hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. All right, let me see here. Let me go through the roll call real quick. Let me see here. Let's see. Let's go through the roll call. Let's see here. Hi, Rhonda. How you doing? Hi, Lilac. I hope you've been behaving, been a good girl today. Welcome in. Hi, Lumi. How you doing? I'm sorry that my alert scared you. Hi, Tabby. Thank you so much for subscribing. Let's see here. I found another key into the dino pin. Yes, you have. Let's see here. Hi, Sin. How you doing? Hi, Zora. How you guys doing today? Hi, Scorpy. Hi, Emoji. How are we all doing today? We're blessed with Grarl's hands. Yeah, wait, Lumi, is this the first time you've seen my hands? Is this the first time you have seen my hands? But yeah, sorry, I was kind of scrambling to get some food because all I had was like a protein drink. So sorry if I'm just like turbo eating while talking right now. I'm doing good. It's been a very busy day. I try to find like a USB extender for both my mic and my... Also, Lumi, thank you for subscribing for 2 whole months. Holy shit. Oh, I am. I am 100% eating. I'm 100% eating right now. No, like, I am. Especially since all I had was, like, a protein drink. So, yeah, no, I am getting a little bit more protein in. I also had, like, a... Oh. Sorry. But yeah, so all I've really had was, like, a You know what, actually? I don't know. I'm kind of feeling PNG today. Just so that way... It's a... You know what? Fuck it. Because it's a lot less... It's a lot easier to just manage with a PNG for this for right now. So fuck it. Because right now I am... Because right now I have everything just all over the place right now. So, excuse me for like a little bit here. Also, let me go change my Fugi because this is not the right Fugi. This is not the right Fugi. So, if you were there for my little collab on Wednesday, I was with Kira P. And, yeah, I thought I was going to be Kira on Battleship, but, it's a tried and true thing with me, is that when I get really cocky, I really start slipping up. And that's when people just take full-blown advantage of it. And, yeah, she beat me. She beat me in, like, every single round. But that's okay. You know, that's okay. But yeah, so, like, I had one buzzball for the entirety, right? Mainly just because I am a lightweight and I can't hold my alcohol. Yeah, he's here somewhere. I think he left because he knows he's not getting food. Because he knows he's not getting food. Let me see here. Hang on for a split second here. Let me change my Fugi. There we go. That should do it. I think. Hold up. Let me see here. Wait, did I really set this up with Hold up. Give me a hot second here. Give me a hot second here. Oh, yeah, no, son of a bitch, I guess I did. The fuck? So you're doing good for once. The HLJ back in stock notification worked while I was able to use Grarls. Oh, well, thank you, Ranma. That actually means a lot. But yeah, no, so, I am an affiliate with HobbyLink, for those who don't know. HobbyLink is your #1 hobby store in the world for all of your anime figure and your model kit needs. Use my chat command code !HLJ take you directly to their website. They do ship worldwide, and the best thing about it comes straight from Japan. I'm also an affiliate with Waifu Wares. Yes, Lilac, it is an alcoholic drink. It's very strong, but yes, it is called a buzzball. I don't know if you can handle it, but it's a very strong drink, Lilac. Exactly. So, exactly. It's basically just a fruity cocktail, but it's like 15% alcohol. It's strong as hell. Well, good girl, Lilac. That means you're making good choices. I'm very proud of you. Yeah, no, so, luckily I didn't get drunk. Luckily, I didn't get drunk on that round. But, my strategy was kind of working with Kira for a hot second, which was just to stall her. Until she started to find my ships. And then once that facade broke, it all went downhill. It all went downhill real quick. But for a while, I got her basically just running around trying to find where my ships are. But yeah, so I was on Kira's little yearly event that she likes to call it the BBC. It's called the Buzzball Battleship competition. It's a lot of fun. First time doing it, and it was really great. I personally really enjoyed it. But no, we love Kira in this house. We absolutely love Kira here. For Dr. Pepper, well, that's really good, Lilac, because that's actually a very good soda. That's actually my favorite, although I can't drink it now. I did my best. Well, thank you, Sin. That means a lot. No one will know that I got my ass royally kicked. No one will know. But oh, also, I posted this on my Twitter. So I posted this on my Twitter. So yesterday I did a little bit of an art project, and I repainted this big girl. So this right here. So this right here is the Hammond Collection Indominus Rex. I am beyond happy on how she turned out. And I had to learn how to do a wash on the fly. Because hang on, let me move the Hayate Liger out of the way real quick. That way you guys can see her. So yeah, I kind of had to learn how to do a wash on the fly. I was watching other people kind of repaint things like the legacy figures and the the Super Colossal. Well, thank you, Sin. That means a lot to me. Because yeah, this was my first attempt to do a what is known as a wash. And washes are pretty easy to do. So all it really is just you add water to paint, and you just kind of mix until you get the right consistency that you want for your wash. I kind of had to lay it on pretty thick in some places just because the paint itself would not stick to mainly her tail. The tail was kind of like the biggest pain in the ass. Until I basically got it to where it was essentially sludge. And then that was the right consistency I needed for like the rest of her body. So I basically just gave the rest of her body that same kind of wash. And then afterwards, it was just, all of this is just straight up just dry brush. Like, all of this is nothing but, like, white dry brushing. Except for the inside of her mouth. The inside of her mouth here, it is, actually, wait, hang on, let me take off her tail. That way I can sit her down real quick, so that way you can kind of see a little bit. Yeah, so the inside of her mouth is also a little bit of a wash as well. So what I did was that I went in, I gave the inside of her mouth a wash, and then afterwards I went in with Citadel Paint's Pink Horror to kind of give it that pink fleshy color, and it turned out really well. And then I went in on her teeth to get the they're a little bit darker than what I would like, but that's okay. But I went in with Skeleton Horde. Citadel Paint Skeleton Horde. To kind of give it that bone, like that old bony color. But yeah, no, I was very, very happy with this because I really like this figure. I really do. I am also just like in love with the Indominus Rex. I love this big lady. The thing is that I like this figure despite how it looks because it's not movie accurate. Right? It's not movie accurate. And it's especially not movie accurate in her head. Because, for fuck's sake. So, with her head, right? Okay, fine. Screw you then. I hate this damn camera. Is this why I want to get a new webcam? This thing is old, it's beat up, and it's showing. But yeah, so what I'll probably do is take the teeth here, look at some shots of what she looks like in the movie, and just kind of like snip out the teeth a little bit, so that way it matches more to what we got in the movie, because she does not have this much teeth. Like in the movie, she does not have like this much teeth. The only thing I really need to do, now outside of like fix her teeth, is put her off to the side, is that I missed some hands. So we got a couple of hands here that need to be fixed. So this is pretty much what she came looking like in that color. I was not particularly a fan of that color because in the movie she's white. She's like a kind of like either like a white or like a ghostly gray white. But they gave her this weird, like, not Games Workshop, but like just this default gray. Which is a shame because she has this really cool color scheme. And it makes me kind of want to get another one. So that way I can recreate the... and I'm hoping the other one has like better quality control for the neck because, Jesus. But yeah, so what I want to do is get another one of these, hopefully, if I can find it. Because what I want to do is take this one and then give the tiger stripe color scheme, because that is what the Nanmu figure came with. Yeah, kind of like a skeletal white almost. The only thing I really haven't painted on her is her little gimmick here, which is just this removable like skin, like this little patch of skin slash flesh, which is fine because the inner paint of that is fine. So funny that you mentioned that, Sin. I did pay a scalper for this. So the reason why is because the Hammond collection is infamous for its inconsistency with releases. Sometimes you get lucky and your Target will restock the new, or will have a new stock of like the new figures and stuff like that. Other times they won't. And sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and pay a scalper, which is what I did for her, because nowhere in my area were they selling the Indominus. In fact, I actually haven't seen most of... Yeah, this one was from a scalper, yeah. Normally, I don't pay for scalpers. I don't usually go for scalpers, but if it's the only thing available, you know... You gotta do what you got. You gotta do what you got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, next time I won't get another scalper. But, like, say, and looking at her again, I might go back over and mainly get her back with some more white here, which we might do after the Hayate Liger. But yeah, so the Hammond collection is just very infamous for this, because there are some species that never really got to like widespread market because of things like the Irritator was one of them, the Dimetrodon was another one of them. I'm trying to think here. There was like Irritator, Dimetrodon, Dilophosaurus was another one, the Ankylosaurus was another one, Metracanthosaurus was another one. So it's very hit or miss. Hell, even the Atrociraptor was one of them, where it was just super or just like impossible to find. Sometimes scalpers are the only way you can get an item, especially if it's an older item and no longer in print. Exactly. And the problem with the Hammond collection is that they do like one and done releases. So once she's out of print or once she's sold out, that's it. And good luck on the aftermarket. So things like the Irritator. Irritator was very hard to find, if not outright impossible to find. And in the aftermarket, it goes for about $500. And it's literally a dinosaur that's like half her height. It's nuts. Same thing goes for the Brachiosaurus. The Brachiosaurus, hard to find, and the aftermarket for the Brachiosaurus is like $400. The Spinosaurus is like a big controversy right now because it's so hard to get your hands on, where you would have to pay a scalper. And with that one, the aftermarket for the Spinosaurus is like close to $500, if not maybe just a tad bit cheaper. Which is weird because this is now like the second time this has happened with a Spinosaurus release where the sales, or not the sales, the distribution of it is completely bug. So it sucks. So the other thing is that these are exclusives. That's the other thing that makes these things such a bitch to find sometimes, is that these are exclusives. So Hammond collections across the board, except for I think the Scorpius Rex. These are all exclusive to Target. So if you live in a country where you don't got a Target, well, guess what? You're shit out of luck. And not a lot of online spaces sell these things consistently. Even things like Big Bad Toy Store doesn't sell these things consistently. Entertainment Earth is another place that I will rarely go to. But for the Hammond collection figures, yeah, it's one of the only places you can get them. I know how to get my Concavinator that way. But yeah, so like, it's very inconsistent, and I wish that they were more consistent about like where you can find them. And Amazon. You can find them on Amazon. But still. But yeah. No, I wanted to show this off because I am very proud of this. This is now, I want to say this is my, not third, but yeah, second. This is my second big major Hammond collection figure overhaul that I've done. The other one being the Ceratosaur, where I basically just butchered it and repainted it to make it look a lot nicer than what it was. But yeah. So now we're going to move on to the Hayate Liger, which we're about done. We're almost there with the Hayate Liger. All that's really left to do is to build the legs and the boosters, and then we're done. Also, you guys get to see my little Godzilla ring. I've had this thing for years, right? So I've had this little Godzilla ring for years, and this thing used to be pure black. That's how much I have worn this thing. This thing used to be pure black. It used to be a pure glossy black, and now it is worn as fuck. So yeah. And if we're not gonna do the Indominus Rex, then we'll probably, I don't know, maybe go and play some more Cthulhu or something. Also, hang on real quick. Let me close my door and grab my fan because it is hot in here. Hang on for a split second, guys. Nah, that was I'll give you that one, Sin. That was cute. That was cute. I'll give you that one. Also, I brought these guys out to kind of show you when this guy's finished, but I brought out the other Ligers from Zoids Genesis. So we have... So this is the Murasame Liger. This is basically the default Liger form in Zoids Genesis. And then we have one of my all-time favorites. This is my third favorite Liger. And that being... Let me move this guy over. And that being the Mugen Liger. This is like my third favorite Liger of all time. I absolutely love this Liger. And this was actually my first ZA Liger. Right, so this was like my first real like ZA Liger. And then I decided to go ahead and get Murasame and then Hayate. My favorite Liger, Energy Liger. I love the Energy Liger. I had one as a kid and I would love to get another one again. I love how like royal and regal it looks. Either in its Hasbro, like in its Hasbro version, or in the red, and I want to say it's like red and silver. I want to say the easy, or the I think it's like the Gylos or the Xenobus colors. But yeah, no, I just love the Energy Liger. And then my second favorite would have to be the Blade Liger. Yeah, then my second would have to be the Blade Liger, and then the third is the Mugen. I love the Mugen because it's basically just like a Liger made out of knives. Like, you can't get more mid to early 2000 edgelord than that. Alright, so let's take a look here. So now we have gone ahead. Actually, wait, let me take off my rings that way. I don't scuff it. So now what we're gonna do is that we are going to start working on the boosters. Let me position myself here a little bit better for you guys. I have like no room right now because I don't have my extenders. I just ordered some USB extenders for both my mic and my camera, so that way I'm not in this predicament. The weirdest thing is that I don't know if it's just my location. It might be just because my location's ass. But it's so hard to find USB extenders. Like, it's so hard to find them now. And again, I could just chop that up to like, oh, well, it's just your area. And you might be right on that one, just because my area is ass. Yeah, just because my area is complete ass. There. In here. Hang on, give me a split second. Let me see if I can try to solve this issue. Because there's really no other way of doing this. Except for maybe putting it back on the stand. I found this I found that USB extenders don't always work. You're probably better off replacing with a longer cord, if that makes sense. No, that makes sense, and I might I might do that later on. Like, whenever I go to, like, a gas station or something like that. Let me see here real quick. So, let me do... There we go. Maybe that helped. Yeah, no, like... Also, how does that sound, everybody? Because I have this to my... I have this to my side, so hopefully this is... Hopefully this is okay. Because I'm trying to do something new here. Let's see here. Is it a USB? No, I just need like a... Sounds good to me. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'm trying to find like a... I guess it's like, what, a female port? USB? So that way, it's something like this. Something like this. Where I can like slot this in and then slot like the extension for the other part in. I guess like a female to female. Or female to male. But no, I've already gone ahead and ordered some. So I have 2 coming in on Sunday. So eventually, chat, I'll get a better setup than what I have right now. Yeah, eventually we'll get a better setup. It is just, sadly, I have to make do with what I got. And, I will pretty much use it until it's in the fucking ground. That's been kind of my philosophy, is that just use it until you can't use it no more. Which is why I got things like the Elgato webcam on Throne. Just, it's part of the upgrading process, which I'll eventually get around to. It's just called I'm broke, and over the past couple of years, I've made some horrible life decisions. Let me see here.